and welcome back to
the Black Walletzm,
where we are simply on a journey to
building a generational legacy.
So, since we're on a journey to building a generational legacy, I believe we can learn so much from each individual and have an impact. So, I decided to bring on board Splash of Makeup.
Hello.
So this video is sponsored by Splash of Makeup. If you don't know them, they did this wonderful face beats. They beat my face. They splashed it with makeup. That's what they are known for. And I'm here today with the CEO herself, Yvette, who is the owner and founder of Splash of Makeup. And in today's video, I just wanted to understand the makeup market in Zambia, the makeup industry in Zambia, maybe the benefits, your journey. I know you're a student, so how you're able to combine work and that. I know you're hardworking, and I brought you here because most of the people in Zambia are too relaxed and treat business like a hobby. Like for me, I love to take business seriously.
True.
And from watching your journey, yes, that's why you're here. From watching your journey, I love the seriousness you put in, the effort. Like I would see on your WhatsApp, this day you bought this mirror, this day they are painting, you know, just to make your work beautiful. And that's what I love. I love to see, and that's what I wanted us to share in today's video. So kindly introduce yourself first. People who are watching you.
As she already said, my name is Yvette Zaloumis Malambo, and I am the CEO of Splash of Makeup.
Yes, girl! What inspired the name Splash of Makeup?
Okay, so I was trying to think of something unique and also something that was going to catch people's attention because, you know, little things with business, you really need to pay attention to every detail. So I had to think...
I told you guys.
You have to make it very eye-catching and also something that's going to attract clients. So I didn't want like a mediocre business name, maybe say Yvette's Face Beat or something like that. I just wanted something that's unique and a bit witty, so to speak. So I thought of Splash of Makeup because, you know, it's like you're splashing and it's makeup. So that's what inspired my name.
Love the idea that you didn't go the common way. First beat by somebody, first beat by someone. A friend of mine told me it's always good when you keep your name or personal life outside business.
Yes.
For some it works, Marks and Spencer's for example. But for your industry, I always feel it's good to be creative.
Exactly.
And Splash of Makeup, to me, that's catchy.
Thank you.
Would like to know what inspired you firstly to consider makeup as like a business. Yes.
So this is actually I wouldn't say a funny story, but well, growing up, I've always had that interest in doing makeup. So you'd find, you know, sometimes I just start experimenting on my face. Say my mom, before my mom left, like, you know, I would work on her face, see if she's going for a wedding and things like that. My friends would come over, I just, you know, play around with their faces. And then someone sparked the idea in me and said, you know what, Yvette, you're sitting on money. And to be honest, I never saw it as a business opportunity. I won't even lie to you. It's not something that I thought I would start doing. But I naturally had that interest in me. And I was like, okay, you know what? Why not? Let me try and take it up. But also the process of this journey is another story. Because, you know, it's very difficult trying to penetrate into a market that's already booming. So when I joined, I mean, they're already well-known makeup artists that I still look up to, even up to now. And then to me, I was thinking, how will I penetrate the market? How will I attract clients? What will distinguish me from other makeup artists and stuff like that? Until I thought of one brilliant idea. I was like, you know what? most people like discounts. So instead of me putting the price at the same of these well-established makeup artists, I'm going to slash down at half the price.
So I splash the price.
Yeah, I splashed the price. I was literally doing makeup for 100 kwacha, you guys. I know it's hard to believe.
Yeah,
yes, but that's how I built my clientele, because in the long run, it was something that was going to benefit me. I know at first probably you'd say, no, you're not making much, but I was thinking about the long run. And really, I would say that's what really made me build my clientele, because from that they looked at the service, the quality. Of course, I was starting up. I wouldn't say I was the same as I am now, but still they were still satisfied with the service. So that's about it.
How long have you been doing makeup for?
I'll actually be clocking 4 years in November.
Oh, wow, wow. This calls for a celebration.
Yes.
Please. And that is not only, I like the fact that you said starting small, because there's already a saturated market.
Yes.
And that market has big names.
True,
you know what I mean?
true.
Big names. They have already huge clientele.
Exactly.
So most of the people want to start big.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
we have big makeup artists already, and you want to aspire to be them, but you know it's a journey.
Exactly.
And I always encourage people to say, in business, you have to understand that it's a journey.
It really is.
To me, the fact that you started at 100 kwacha and you are here today, girl, I'm proud of you. So what are your prices now?
Okay, so we start from 400, and
400.
Yes, and we have a bridal package. So, for example, if the bridesmaids are 5 and more, you get a 50 kwacha discount from each person.
Oh,
yes, but 400, and the lowest is 300. Still affordable, guys.
So
very
affordable. I'm curious, do you have like clients who you started with then, who still come now?
Yes, and
like
that's
from 100 kwacha and they're still
yes, and you know that's what really inspires me the most, is because these people have watched me grow, and they're still supporting me even up to today. So really, I'm humbled by that.
How long did it take you to master the art? You know, like we have different faces. Like the shape of the face, there are some people who are round, like some people who might be square, for lack of a better term. I'm not really square, but you get me. Like there are our faces are different. Ways of our shades, the space in between the eyes. Like how did you, first I want to understand, how did you manage to master the art of makeup? Then when it comes to different faces, how do you manage to differentiate? Let's say, because you did my face for the first time, and I'm like, so far, like you have snatched my face exactly how I always want, and just the shade of my complexion. So that's what I wanted to know first. How did you master the art of makeup?
So, like I said, I always had that interest in me. So it wasn't so hard to like master the art. It just took me to perfect the skill, because I had that interest.
To perfect the skill.
So, what I would say is art is a learning process. If I told you today I'm the best, I would be lying, because even I'm still learning to do makeup. There's always something new to learn about art. So I would say it took me not so long. I can't really, quantify the time, but it took not so long for me to master the art of doing makeup, because I had the interest. The only thing I would struggle with, like you said, is knowing the face structure of the person and knowing what would suit that person. Because, in makeup terms, there's what we call the cut crease. There's what we call the wing, the wing liner. So not everything can go on everyone. So you need to know what suits this person. And also, like you mentioned, the shades. It's not every eye makeup color that will suit each shade. So yeah, that's about it. But otherwise, even till now, I'm still learning to perfect my skill, and I'm still mastering
for my face, am I good on a wing liner, like for my type of face?
Yes, you would look good, only that it has to be thin. It doesn't have to be so thick, but you would look good in a wing liner.
Drawing thick lines.
Really?
Yeah. And in the process of you learning like the skill, are there certain people who've really influenced your journey, who you've been
Yes.
watching, who've trained you?
Okay, well, in terms of training, I wouldn't say yes, but people who've really inspired me, yes, because like I said, as I was starting out, there were already makeup artists that I was looking up to and stuff like that. So I would always try to even maybe do makeup that would be similar to theirs, like get inspiration from their work and things like that. So yes.
I'm aware you are a student. First of all, I want to know what you are studying and how you balance being a student and working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm in my 4th year studying Bachelor's of Science in Economics and Finance. And by God's grace, guys, I will be graduating next year. So
come on. Yeah.
Yes, and then so I balance my work and my school in a very strategic way. Firstly, I have an assistant who's been very helpful. So that way it helps me split the work, because even when we're working together, we split the work and it makes it faster and the like. And then also I'm under distance mode. So I'm not a full-time student. So it's not obligated for me to attend classes Monday to Friday. So that has also helped me balance up. And then when it comes to exams, I do not compromise. 2 weeks before exams, I even either put a notice or I just tell my clients privately, like, okay, I'm not taking any bookings. But honestly, it hasn't been a very, very easy journey. I'm not going to lie. It's been very difficult, because sometimes you're tempted, like, okay, I need to make something. Like, it's hard to say no.
Of quitting school for makeup?
I've actually deferred a semester before.
Oh, okay,
yes. So I've deferred one semester before. I was meant to graduate this year, but I deferred one semester because I became so comfortable with the business, and then I was so behind with school. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me pause it for this semester, focus on the business, which honestly I kind of regret doing, because it drew me back. It took time for me to now get into my element of that school mood. Yes. So all that, but. Yeah,
like I've come to terms where I believe there's nothing about regret in life. You just have to look at it in a different perspective.
Yes.
Because if you regret to say, I wish I finished school early, would you also have had the experience, the clientele that you have?
True.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true.
So just to encourage you, never regret, because I took a hold of school also at some point, because I really wanted to pursue my business. So I needed to raise capital for what I'm doing now. So after I graduated, I was doing my master's, and I put a hold for 2 years to raise money. And now I'm back doing my master's.
Nice.
So most of us want things quicker, but it's a way of also just, you've done it.
True.
You've really done it.
Okay,
so,
true.
Yeah.
There's no regrets, just lessons.
Yes, it's a learning curve.
Because once you put yourself on regret, it becomes very difficult for you to.
Yes, that's true.
To function.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So Yvette, it's lessons from here.
Yes.
Lessons.
Yes.
True.
Like, what makes you still want to do school? Like, already you're making money from your business, but what makes you still want to do school?
Honestly, I feel like for everyone who's got the privilege to be in university or study something, it's really important to have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
So in as much as you can be successful in a certain area or industry, it's just important to have that thing that you can fall back on if things hit the fan, you know. Of course, we pray that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But yes, so that's what motivates me to still pursue my degree. And also I feel like not partly, but it has really influenced how I've managed my business, because there are certain things that we learn.
Waiting for that. I was just like, come on, touch on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are certain things that I've come to learn, because with economics and finance, it's really broad. It touches all aspects of business courses and stuff like that. So we talk about accounting, we talk about management. You literally talk about each and every aspect in the business segment. So for me, it's also influenced how I've built up my brand and how I've continued to manage it and maintain it. So I think that's why I still see the importance of school.
You see? So actually, like, and I know you didn't watch this video.
Okay.
Like, there's a video I made where on how to integrate entrepreneurship and a business. So ideally, there are ways you can do that. It doesn't mean maybe I'm studying is useless. Like you're saying, you're applying the tools from your study or field into your business. And that's what I always encourage people to do. Don't just think, no, because I'm a doctor, life is good.
Exactly.
How can you become an entrepreneur as a doctor? You know what I mean?
True.
You can be working at the hospital, or because you have that knowledge as a medical doctor already, you can open a hospital.
Exactly.
You don't have to be the one to work for it.
True.
So I feel there's a blessing in integrating entrepreneurship and your profession field.
Yes, that's true.
So
that's
I'm
very
glad
true.
you touched on that.
Thank you.
So how do you do, like, I know it's self-study.
Yes. Okay, so it's not easy being in distance. It's really not easy. And
so were you full-time before?
yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
I was full-time for 2 years. So now when my business started growing, I had to also accommodate my business because, you know, if you fully just focus, your business also dies. And so I had to like strike a balance.
Integrate.
Yes. Integrate. True. So it's kind of self-study, yes, but because Unilas also introduced online classes. So there are times when we get to attend online classes because, you know, with distance, there are some people who are coming from outside Osaka and things like that. So they now introduced this whole system where there are certain online classes where you can attend so that you can just be up to date with certain things as you are studying. And then also 2 weeks before the exam, we have what we call residential classes. So this is like an intense revision class where you start learning from the beginning to the end of each and every module that you're studying.
So your exams are also online?
No. We write together with the full-time students. Yes. Okay. So we have those residential classes. Those residential classes are actually physical classes. Before when we had COVID, it was all online, but now we're back to having physical classes. So that's how I'm able to at least
manage.
Yes, but trust me, it's not easy.
I know.
It's really not easy.
I know.
These classes are before a semester, like a full-time start or after like that?
No. So when you start the semester, these are full-time classes. Then 2 weeks before your exams, together with the full-time students and the part-time students, you have what they call the residential classes. So these are specifically for the distance students. This is where you have like an intense revision. You even have
for the whole semester.
Yes, and you also have like a residential test just to assess
before your final.
Yes, before your final exam. So that's I think that's really helpful because we have it just 2 weeks before the exam, and it helps you like boost your memory in case you've been studying. There are certain things that you don't understand. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Where I was, it was like before our semester starts.
Oh wow.
Distance have the session, then like when exams start,
We are in your studio right now, and I'm aware you launched your first product this year.
Yes.
With regards to makeup. So I just wanted you to share your journey on how you got to the studio, especially with regards to the discipline financially, because most of the people, whatever they make is to chill, you know, like you want to live this lifestyle. But I just want you to share your journey, like your financial journey on even setting up the studio and your product.
Okay, so firstly, I want to say with the type of industry I'm in, makeup like related, you have to be very financially disciplined because at the end of the month, once you calculate your finances of how much you've made, the number is okay, but then because that money is not coming in at once, you find this week you make a particular amount, this day this particular amount. So you really need to be very strict on your saving. So for me, I'm a firm believer of speaking things into existence, right? So at first, I was literally operating from home. You know, clients would come home, or I would follow certain clients and stuff like that. But then, it's something that I always thought of, because also you need, as a business, you need that professional setup.
Yes.
You need some privacy from your personal space. So,
Oh yes.
yeah. So, it's a funny, not really a funny, it's quite an interesting story, because one day I was working on some bridesmaids and the bride, and then there's another makeup artist who came also to work on the matron and a few bridesmaids.
Yeah.
So we were working, and then along the whole, you know, working and stuff, she's like, oh, I really like your work. I'm actually opening something, but I'll be relocating to South Africa. So she told me about it, and then at first I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But then when I asked for advice from my siblings, they were like, you know, this is a good idea. And that's how we started operating from this space. Yes. So we were sharing the space together. Literally everything that was in that space was hers. Only my equipment was what was mine.
Yours.
Like, yes, the ring light, the makeup tray, and everything. So I was operating from that space. But then there were a few differences. And I saw it fit to be on my own, because I felt like I could now do things without being, you know what I mean, So luckily this space was now vacant, and then I decided to take it up. So that's how, with my savings, I decided to, you know, redesign the place. I wouldn't say it cost an arm and a leg, but you know, because it's something,
you know, it's an investment.
Yes. It really, it's something that when I was doing, I even felt like crying, because like the expenses, the expenses were so much. But then the thing that kept on putting me back on track was the fact that this is a long-term investment, and it was going to be beneficial in the long run. So yes.
So how was your experience, like, you know, getting started with launching your own products? Especially because I know it's very difficult to order something online and have it made on the phone. Another
You know that
trend.
I was actually scammed.
The first one?
Yes. So I had posted, you know, like you'd want to post a teaser just to make your clients and your followers a bit, you know, to like, oh, something's coming up. So I posted a logo of, because initially my plan was to start a lash line, lash glue, and eyebrow gel. So I wanted to start with the eye area. So I started eyebrow gel, the lashes, and the lash glue. But I had researched on different suppliers, and I was communicating with different suppliers. So with the lashes and the lash glue, I had engaged another supplier. This person was so slick, sending me the logos and everything. No, this is how it's going to look, like, you know, the graphic designs and stuff like that. I sent the money, and I was scammed.
Really?
Yes. So the only thing that I managed to get was the eyebrow gel.
So where did you get the contact? Online?
Yes, online.
Then you started chatting with the person?
Yes.
Oh.
So even, you know, anyway, I'll say this again. Business is all about taking risks. So sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Yeah, true. So I was scammed, and trust me, I was very depressed about it, because this is something that I was really looking forward to. And I had posted about it.
Oh, and I asked you, like, why didn't you have lashes?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just touching old wounds.
So fortunately, the supplier for my eyebrow gel was very legit. And
how's the quality of
the quality is really, really good. And the only thing is that it's in one shade.
Oh,
yes. Okay. So I'm yet to get different shades that can fit a lot of skin tones. Because if you notice, remember I had to mix like yours with yours. So there's only one shade, but with time I'm yet to expand and have different shades.
Soon will be like the store. So soon we'll just be seeing splash of makeup everywhere. And yes, guys, let's support one another. Like for me, one thing that attracts me is I love creativity.
Yes.
So when I see someone who's creative, I watch you. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. First, with how you deliver your videos, you know those transitions you do. Like it's interesting. You know what I mean? Like am I able to remember such that even when I see you on social media, I'm like, okay, I'm going for this person. So keep up with the good work.
Thank you so much.
I would like to know, in your own terms, what makes Splash of Makeup unique?
Okay, that's a very good question. So for me, I am very keen on customer service.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes?
Yes, so I believe as you are delivering a service, it has to be coupled up with a quality attitude from you, a professional attitude also. You need to know how to relate with your clients. You also need to know how to communicate with your clients. Because for me, I just say I treat my clients like my babies. So even when I'm late by a few minutes, I'm already calling to say, oh, I'll be late. I don't expect them to say, oh, they'll wait for me and stuff like that. So for me, I'm very big on customer service, how I relate with my clients. And then, you know, there are times I'll say, like I mentioned earlier, art is a learning process.
Yeah.
There are days when my work is not so good, but do you know what brings my clients back? It's the customer service. Yes, so that's what I feel distinguishes me from other businesses. It's the way I deliver my service.
I just feel most, especially for makeup artists, what I've noticed is they have favorites.
Yes.
So if you're a celebrity, they'll treat you better. And then if some of us are nobodies, we're just getting somewhere, you know, the attitude changes.
You would be shocked to realize that, or to find out that the people who actually sustain your business are the regular clients.
Yes,
and
not
that's
even
one
the
thing.
celebrities.
Yes, and that's one thing I noticed. So for me, I treat all my clients the same. Everyone can attest to that. There's no favorites, and I feel because you're paying for a service, why must I treat you better than the other person? You know.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very particular.
A quick one. I think I want to insert your favorite work.
Okay.
Here, so you have to share your picture.
Yes, I will.
Insert
I
it
will.
here,
I will.
Like one of your favorite work, and why is it your favorite work? Coming to think of it, I hope you're picturing it.
Yes. Okay, so why it's my favorite is because it's starting from the person herself, the face structure of the person, the way the work came out, and also the quality of the picture. So that's why I like it. And I think, you know, with makeup, you really have to be very particular with what you post. Like your pictures have to be very clear, your videos have to be very clear. So, you know, there are certain faces that just collaborate with your hands, and then you enjoy.
They cooperate.
Yes. So, yeah, that's why.
What vision do you have for your business?
Okay, so
like mind sharing just a little bit, because I know people are up for ideas, you know, like, and want to still reserve copyright to your brand.
Yes.
So like, what do you vision yourself?
Okay. I'm not going to say much, but all I will say is Splash of Makeup will not only be restricted to makeup. That's my vision.
Yes.
That's my vision.
Go get it. We are the first ones to hear of Splash of Makeup, right? Yes. Earlier today, I asked you a question of, like, do you get the opportunity, you know, like when musicians are coming to sing, do you get that opportunity where people reach out to you, international artists, to say, oh, okay, come here? Like, how's the space, like, with regards to makeup in Zambia? Are people supportive?
To answer your question, not necessarily. People aren't really supportive. Because
let's just say they are not. Not necessarily.
So what I've come to study and realize about this industry is that it's very biased to some degree. So you find there are certain organizers who will already have a preferred makeup artist. It's not, you don't leave the decision up to the international artist to pick, you know, like where you say, I want this person. So they already have someone. So honestly, my chances haven't been as good in that area of working on international artists, but I've been privileged enough to work on a few well-known artists in Zambia, and this is through like my personal hard work and not through like recommendations, which I'm very, very happy about.
The last two questions, one of which we've already touched, like some of the challenges in the industry, the makeup industry in Zambia.
Can I just add on something on the challenges? Sure. Like I mentioned, it's all about when you're in such an industry, your focus point should be the customer service, right? And one of the challenges is maintaining good customer service because you really have to be patient. You really have to be patient because there are certain clients who come and test your patience. I've really experienced that at first hand, where you can really tell that, okay, this client just wants confusion. Yes, and they will not get that satisfaction. So if there's anything I've learned is patience. You really have to be patient, and you need to know, because sometimes you can want to put a certain client in their place, but then you realize that, okay, here what I'm putting at stake is my business and not myself. So even as they'll go to other people, they'll say, splash of makeup, that girl, you know, things like that. They won't say, oh, Yvette. No, it will be my brand. So I've really learned on that. You really need patience. That's the challenges of customer service. You really need to be you really need to.
Have you ever done makeup on someone and they tell you, I don't like it?
Not necessarily, but I've had a couple of clients who would want to control me.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, you know, sometimes I'll tell them, I'm like, okay, let me get done. And then what you're not happy with, we can change. I've had situations where, you know, you do one thing.
This one has to be small.
I'm like, okay, can you please
just cover the mirror?
yes. So I've had those situations. And then, like I said, it's not all the time that my work would be top notch. I'm sure there could be clients who would say to your face they like it, but maybe they don't. Yes, but I've only experienced clients who would want to control me, and not someone who would do makeup and say, take it off, I don't like it. Yeah.
And with regards to the makeup industry in Zambia, would you say they're supportive of one another, like you guys in the industry? Are you supportive, or you're competing? Has there ever been a platform where everyone just says, okay, let's put up something together? Is there like a group? Is there like somebody calling you, I'm busy, can you take a client? Like, I just want to know. Okay,
so on that one, I would say yes, somehow it is like that, because there are a few makeup artists who would call me to say, oh, are you free? Can you take up this client? Even I would recommend, like when I'm booked on a particular date, I would recommend certain clients to the preferred makeup artist. However,
this one is coming deep. However, people.
However, regardless of that, there's some competition where you feel you need to compete with a person. And personally, I'm not that kind of person, because I like to be in my own space. I really like to be in my own space. But you can notice that competition, which is, I guess it's normal because it's business. But you can tell sometimes there's maybe some misdirected anger, hate, you know, things like that. Maybe sometimes it's not even about your work, it's just you, maybe they'll feel intimidated by you. But on the part of recommending makeup clients to other makeup artists, that happens, because I've had makeup artists who recommend clients to me. I've also had clients who I recommend to other makeup artists.
So which makeup artists would you want to do a collabo with in Zambia?
So there's, I don't know if it's TIS Makeup or TIS Makeup by Tembi Moyo. I remember I said there are certain makeup artists I would look up to. She's one of the makeup artists I still look up to because of how she's grown, and she's just, you know, expanded her business. She's got her own product line, her own lipsticks now.
Oh, really?
Yes. She's got her own lipsticks, her own lashes, her own concealers.
Go, girl!
Yeah, so I would really want to, you know, work with her because I can see her hard work, and she's really invested into her business. So
Okay. I can't say we'll make it happen. Yeah, but I would love to see that eventually. Maybe you guys can come together, work on a project or something like that. Yeah. Okay, last but not the least, for someone who wants to start makeup, I've noticed, you know, most of us love copy and paste business because you think Yvette is doing well, you think Splash of Makeup is doing well. I'm copying the same makeup, same inspiration, same everything, you know, especially with the copy and paste syndrome. Or there's someone who genuinely wants to start the makeup business, whatever the motivation. Maybe it could be because they love to do makeup, whereas someone wants to do it just for the sake of doing. Like, what would be your advice to both people?
Go for it. If you love something, you have the vision for it, you have the passion for it, and you feel you can make an income out of it, why not? You know, there's so many markets which are saturated, really. But like I said, you need to know, you need to have a strategy of how you distinguish yourself from
the rest.
Yes. So if you're an upcoming makeup artist, don't be discouraged because it's never easy at the beginning. Even I, at some point, felt like quitting because when I just started, I would go months without having clients. So I was like, is this really worth it? Maybe let me just focus on school and stuff like that. But trust me, nothing good ever comes easy. Yes, trust the process. So if you're an upcoming makeup artist, if you're planning on starting this business, go for it. Nothing should hold you back.
And the copycat should go for it.
Okay, well,
the copycat, I think, should know the challenges.
Yes, the copycat should know the challenges because don't just see things over the surface. Trust me, entrepreneurship is not easy.
It's not
it's not for the faint-hearted. Yes. Just by looking at someone's business, you'll be like, oh, you know what, this person is doing really well. But you don't know the sacrifices that have been made. You don't know the situations, the circumstances that they have to face. So if you want to be the copycat and copy-paste, know the challenges.
Wow, this has been amazing, and I'm so glad we did this because at the end of the day, our goal is to empower people with knowledge. And for me, I've learned just a lot from how you take care of your business, the effort, the time management, the customer service, and just the love for what you do.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I must say, I'm really proud of you and looking forward for you to achieving greater things. And thank you so much for doing this video
Thank
with
you
us.
for having me.
And we just wish you the very best you would want to experience in your business.
Thank you so much.
And don't stop doing what you do. There are some people looking up to you. Like you said, you were looking up to someone. There's someone coming behind you who needs your guidance. No matter how top you get, remember the young people looking at you and just guide them through. I believe the greatest legacy you can leave is just to teach and educate.
True.
So through the process, it doesn't matter what people say. If there are people who come to you and want to learn from you, be open to them because they're doing such a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
We end here. Thank you. Until the next video.
Bye.